Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. I wasn't going to make a video today, but Seedream 4.0 just dropped, and I was about to get to work on my whatever. I was using. I've been using Nano-Banana heavily for the last week, and it's just been amazing. Seedream is here, and I'm incredibly impressed so far. This is probably the thumbnail you clicked in on. So let's take a look around because honestly, Seedream is looking really, really good. So Nano-Banana, if you guys aren't familiar, was Google's latest image generation model that just basically amazed everybody. You could do such amazing things with it. Like, for example, you could upload an image of, let's say, a pair of sunglasses or something like that, right? And you could be like, okay, take these sunglasses and put them on a, let's have a look here. Where we got, yeah, take these sunglasses and put them on a, you know, model, right? Use these sunglasses in a model photo shoot, product photo, close up, right? What Nano-Banana was able to do is take something like that, and we're using Seedream here this time, but Nano-Banana was able to do something like that and just come up with like incredibly accurate renderings of these sorts of requirements. Like, for example, a product photo that looks like the product photo. And this is actually some of my use with Nano-Banana generation. So I've been generating up some thumbnails, and it does a really good. Nano-Banana is doing a really good job with the text on image and that sort of thing, prompt adherence. Seedream is doing that too. So let's take a look at just how accurate these are. This, honestly, is better, I think, than Nano-Banana. Because if I was to look at my Nano-Banana, okay, let's have a closer look at Nano-Banana here, because it was I was also using it for generating up some product photos for one of my e-commerce shops there. And as you can see, I was really impressed that Nano-Banana was actually able to get that little logo, kind of. Because previously I was using Flux or GPT image, and little details like that logo right there, right? Those were kind of like not working too well. But if you look at the original source image, right? So here's the original source image. As you can see, it's got a clearly distinct logo. Take a look at the lens and the frame, stuff like that. And now let's take a look at Seedance. Because look, if you take a look at that, you can see that Seedance has absolutely dialed that logo in all of its clarity. Like, that's actually super clear. Let's take a look at some of these other ones. Yeah, it's got it again there. Got it again there. Oh no, is that, oh no. Oh, it's actually taken the glasses and put them in an entirely different angle. That's kind of interesting. Let's try this Miami Beach setting, female model. And wearing a bikini for good measure, because why not? And the other thing that I've noticed about Nano-Banana, let's generate those up while we wait. And by the way, guys, I'm using OpenArt.ai for this. It's an image generation platform where you can just access all sorts of different image generation models and just kind of use whatever's latest, use whatever's best suited. So in case you're wondering what I'm using for this, that's what it is. But one thing that was a bit limiting about Nano-Banana, I can't believe I'm saying this because Nano-Banana was just dropped like less than a week ago, and I was just like, my world was rocked by how good Nano-Banana was. But one of the problems is that it natively generated at square size images, and it didn't seem to support other size images. OpenArt kind of like faked it a bit by cropping the image automatically, but it was trying to generate square images. And what I'm noticing about Seedance is that you can generate in all the different various resolutions, and it's actually, not cropping the image. These are amazing, though. Like, these are amazing. The humans actually look really real, too. Actually, I would even say, yeah. I mean, I didn't ask for photorealistic or anything like that, but I would say the humans look more, well, the humans look good with Nano-Banana, too. Whoop. That's actually a video I generated with Kling. Another really interesting thing about Nano-Banana here is that we've got, well, there's a couple things. We've got up to 8 reference images where we can put in the pair of sunglasses for one, and I haven't tested this yet. Let's put this, put these sunglasses on this woman in that scene. Let's see if it understands. That's not really specific, is it? Yeah, I like to sometimes challenge the AI with not too specific in directions to see how well it just comprehends and knows what I mean. And I'm lazy to type too much, so if it works, great. So we've got that and that, right? Let's see how well these two things combine with each other, because Nano-Banana supported up to 4 images where we have, I've never seen a model support up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 reference images. That's crazy. I wonder, the question is, how well does it work with all those reference images though? So let's find out. Let's find out. Let's take this character I've been using to work on a music video with. Okay, here we go. Let's check out some of these. So there we've got the sunglasses. It's a bit of a distance and I can see they're not really that clear. That one looks a little better. It doesn't know what size the sunglasses should be, and it's actually kind of getting a little bit confused here. Okay, so that's not too good. That's actually not too good. Okay, well, let's try something else. Let's take this character and also this robot, and let's also put this weird character here. Put all of these characters into the same scene. Let's see what we get. I'm actually going to switch our resolution to square here too, or rather aspect ratio. So, okay, yeah, that's a little disappointing. I wonder how well Nano-Banana would have done that. So let's do a little bit of comparison here. Go back to Nano-Banana. I'm going to use the exact same images. And that one plus... Where was it? I'm going to use that one plus... I'll pause the video while I find it. Okay, we're going to use those two together in Nano-Banana model, and we're going to use the very same prompt. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Okay, we fired off our Nano-Banana request. Now, here's our results from putting these 3 characters into the same scene, and actually, yeah. Well, missed an arm on that one. But that is essentially... Well, essentially, it is doing what AI models do tend to do, and that is amalgamate characters. So you've got like 3 characters, for example, and it's trying to amalgamate 2 of them into the same character. Okay, so here we've got our Nano-Banana version of the same request with the glasses. It did do a better job with the glasses at a distance, which is interesting. So is Nano-Banana entirely dethroned, or do we have a sort of strengths and weaknesses type scenario here? Because of the close-ups, Nano-Banana, or rather Seedream, not Seed Dance, was I saying Seed Dance? Seedream was definitely doing better with those close-up models. So let's see what we've got here. Let's grab a couple of other distinct characters. Alright, we've given it 4 characters, Optimus Prime, 2 different humans, and a robot that looks a bit like a Terminator. Let's see how well, put all these characters into the same scene. Let's see how well it handles 4 different characters. I'd be very impressed if it got this anywhere close to correct. The other thing I actually wanted to show here was this prompt, for example. Create for me a high converting Facebook ad creative with amethyst and crystals and stuff like that. So basically what I told it was to create a high converting ad creative, right? I didn't say put the text here. I didn't say put shop now. I said basically do the thinking for me. Come up with like the scene, come up with the call to actions. And this is what Seedream came up with. So it came up with that, which is really good. It came up with that, which is quite good. That and that, which is really quite good. So when you give it kind of loose guidelines and ask it to work on, for example, you know, say like a YouTube thumbnail. Let's actually put it to the test here. Let's take, let's go back into Seedream here, and we will switch to a output setting, widescreen, create a high converting YouTube thumbnail that will show off, that will, let's say, be a video about Seedream 4.0. Let's see. Let's just give it that little and see what it comes up with. I'm curious. Let's see. Okay, now we've got all of our characters here. How well did we get all the characters into the same scene? We actually got them into the same scene. We got Optimus, we got our robot guy. The faces kind of like merged a little bit, but Optimus is clear, and the robot guy is pretty good. Yeah, it did actually get them all in. I mean, it's a little wobbly in some of the. Oh, they added Optimus's truck. That's interesting that it would know that. That one actually, yeah, that one's pretty good. That's so interesting. What if we make all of these characters dancing together? Let's see what happens. How does it handle character interaction? Let's jump back over to here. Okay, so here's we got some of our YouTube thumbnails. Seedream, unleash your creative potential. Does it know what it is? I don't think it knows what it is. So it's just kind of coming up with the name and the logo for, yeah, okay, those probably need some additional instruction for how to create a, high converting thumbnail, but those are probably not bad. Like, they're definitely, they look overly graphic designed to me to be like good converting thumbnails, but let's make it a reaction photo. Like, make it a reaction style YouTube thumbnail, like, you won't believe, and a person's reaction face. Let's see what it gives us for that. That'd be actually pretty interesting if it could generate up reaction photos, because those are generally pretty good. Okay, here we've got our crew dancing together, and yeah, sure enough, they're dancing together. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I mean, it's now amalgamated a couple of those characters together, but it's actually largely kept them distinct from each other. What happens if we add a couple more? Let's go nuts. Let's grab this guy. And let's grab this goblin. Alright, let's see what we get. Okay, so here's our reaction photo. Seedream 4.0, you won't believe. I mean, that's a reaction photo. That's definitely a reaction photo. I mean, that's probably pretty solid. If I gave it better prompting, for the design style and stuff like that. If I gave it better prompting, we could probably get some even better stuff. Well, I'm sure we could, but for minimal prompting, that's solid. That's good. So here we go, guys. Your YouTube reaction shots on generation, and you know what? I bet we could even use our own, face if we wanted to. Let's pretend that, well, this girl's up at the top, so we'll grab her. Use the attached character. Let's see if we, oh, this is actually so strong. This is so strong if you could use us, if you could use yourself as a character and get good reaction photos. Or, whatever character you want to use to create sort of a consistent character. Okay, here we've got our results from our, what was it, 6? How many characters did we put in? We put in 6 characters. Okay. And here we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 characters. And they kind of amalgamated a little bit with each other. Okay, here's our 6. Optimus, they've actually even made Optimus bigger. They've actually kind of understood that Optimus is meant to be bigger and made him bigger. Robot got a little changed. Those two are actually very correct. Goblin looks correct, although oversized. But how is it supposed to know what the size is supposed to be? Now it's just doing some weird stuff. I wonder if I said to keep each character distinct. The goblin is half size. The robot Optimus is 3 times the size. I wonder if it would actually know what to do in that regard. Oh, I just love exploring these new tools. It just like unlocks the... Okay, so here we've got... maybe we... God, that didn't work very well. Maybe we should use a different character. Let's see here. What if we had our goblin be our reaction character? I wonder how that would work. You know, I'm going to fire off the goblin, and I'm also going to fire off just this guy here. Just like a simple close-up of a face without a microphone or something already in front of his face. Because that might be throwing things off. Okay. Okay, so this is asking for each model to be kept distinct. It did get the goblin at half size. Optimus is only about double. It did make the robot bigger, because I actually did say robot, didn't I? I forgot we had 2 robots in there. Goblin at normal size, goblin at normal size. It's not really doing anything with it. It's just posing it. But, I mean, that it's handling 6 characters with even reasonable accuracy is pretty good. Okay, here's our reaction photo of our goblin. Okay, here's our reaction photo of our guy. I mean, technically that's a reaction photo, and that is our guy. That looks correct. The expression's a little weird, but maybe that's how this guy would look with his, you know, excited face on. I don't know. Anyway, guys, here's just a bit of a reaction video to the latest Seedream 4.0. I'm going to rate it as super capable. Possibly better than Nano-Banana, certainly better than Nano-Banana at certain things, like getting that fine detail of those sunglasses. And it did that better than Nano-Banana. Really strong at coming up with ideas, for example, just like doing your thinking for you, ad creatives or whatever the case may be. Looks like really quite realistic looking humans that it's generating here. Like, these are quite realistic looking humans. So it seems to be a model focused on realism, not like some sort of art style, although it could probably do art styles too, I bet. More to play around with, but a quick look at Seedream, which I think I keep calling Seed Dance, but is definitely Seedream, and is actually Seedream, technically, which is, I guess, just a clever way of putting it. Oh well, see you guys later.